think social media creates an image for what women should look like, and that creates this issue why women feel so insecure because they're looking online and like, I don't look like this girl, and I'm trying to, and she has 100K followers, and I can't get to that.
Right.
But I'm just saying, do you think that that is playing a part in why women have no confidence?
And now it's worse than ever.
Yeah, I think social media has like totally damaged everyone in like all contexts. Doesn't matter.
It's
like, looks, mentally, everything.
to shelter a child from that, so you just have to do your best to teach them about that.
I think it's also
so
important
sad.
too.
We're in that generation where like we know life without it, but we know life with it too. So, but our daughters don't know anything but that. So it's a crazy world.
I also think fathers can play a huge role on that too. Like it's not just on mom to oh, you know, you're beautiful, you know, self-love. Like I think the way that fathers treat mothers is a huge huge example.
Does daughter see daddy valuing mom for her brains as well?
Right.
Makes a
Right.
difference.
But if you're looking online, right, and again, I like to throw the wrench, I told you, and you see a woman that is posting, I'm making X amount of money, girl, and I'm doing it my way, my body's done, and this is what you should look like. Like, doesn't that affect young women? You don't think that they go, oh, I need to do this in order to look this way, in order to get the money and to get to the fame and the level that I want to get to?
If their self-esteem wasn't the highest in the first place, it could have an effect on them. I look now for comic relief like, wow, those are some nice lips. Okay, and then like, hi, this is my filter with butterflies and everything else. Like, you are so fake.
Right.
Who has time for that? Like, it's completely shallow. That person obviously has some unresolved issues of their own if they're going to make themselves look like something they're not. So
it's also a part, like, you have to be able to teach your children, not only your daughters but your sons too. Like, it's not just let's get social media famous, let's get Instagram famous or YouTube famous. Like, there's so many other careers that you could go to. You mentioned the vice president of the U.S. is now a black woman. Like, that's crazy. That's never happened before in history. That's crazy. And look at all the young black children, female children, who are probably like, oh my gosh, I can do that. I can be that now. So I think it's about the parents showing their children how many options there are and how many opportunities there are to do what they want. They can do whatever they want so long as they, you know, put their best foot forward
Just the fact
and work as hard. You know what I mean?
that
So
she's a woman. Like, I would see woman first, and then I see her race after, because there's never been a female vice president, period, in all of history. So for all women, it's important to see that. Or women that see someone, oh look, there's an astronaut, and Roberta Bondar went to space. You know, women need to see that in order to realize I can also become an astronaut, or I can also become whatever the case is. I think it's important that women lead by example and try and do mentorship, and because again, no one's gonna learn off me if I have like my filtered face and what am I really saying? Nothing. My head is so empty, but look, girl,
But it's so
glossy.
hard. But it's hard because, you know, he's asking about social media, and you're talking about how difficult it is to raise. I think it has also changed. So when it first came out, I think a lot of people did have a perspective such as yours, where it's very frowned upon and very fake. But now it's kind of transitioned into, if you're unhappy with your body, why not change it? Why not do something about it? That doesn't mean you're insecure. It just means you see something, you want to feel better. If you have the money to pay for it, why not? And so that's the perspective that's being taken a lot. It's not a lack of confidence that's making you change your body. It's actually the opposite. You want something, you're confident enough to go get it, pay for it, say you have it, and then now it's perceived as, well, I look good and I'm happy with myself. And you have low self-esteem because you can't afford it. Don't be mad at me because I can and I look good. So I feel like it depends on, but that is a consistent mindset now with with any kind of body changing. So I think social media
still have the responsibility as a parent.
I'm
to install those values.
Yeah, no. Not only to instill the values, but to ensure that your child knows that there's options.
Yes.
Like, okay, yes, you could be a YouTube star, you can be an Instagram star, whatever, but you could also do this. So it's up to the child. The child's going to choose to do what they want to do. And as a parent, so long as that choice is a legal choice, you should be able to be behind your child and stand behind your child, right? So long as they are making like a legal sound decision.
Go
But
out
you
under the
need
knife.
to ensure that they know that there's lots of options. That
Here's
there's
a
not just
question.
this
It's like
option.
loving your body because God gave it to you. I know as corny as that sounds. So I'm like, the person must have an esteem issue if they want to go fix their nose, fix their pigmentation, fix this, fix this. So yeah, good you have the money to do it, but what do you look like after it?
But here's
And
the
does that
question.
make you feel any better? Because inside you haven't changed what's inside. You're still a douche, but look, girl, glossy, right? So what have they really worked on? Nothing. The exterior, and that's all. We're very shallow.
But here's the question.
And I
Here's
know
the question.
people that have worked on both.
But here's the question. Here's the question though. How do you guys feel about the Cardi B's, the Nicki Minaj's of the world that are all about what you just said, getting your body done, then worry about the inside after, and they say, look, my WAP is what's gonna get me the respect. But I'm just saying, this is what young women are listening to. So what do you guys say about them as being influencers, and they're saying this is what you need to do in order to get to the level that you want to attain? Like,